Happy Devils Sunday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast, season 8, episode 34, titled Getting Closer to the Season. Very original. As we're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch. I'm your host, Sam Woo, here with Scotty, a SiriusXM Liquid Metal, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios bunker in an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey, and cross-continent to the Michael J. Fox Studios, where the DeLorean resides. It's Scotty. Yes, in Beverly Hills.
What's up?
Sorry about last week. Mrs. Wu and I decided to take a mini vacation out of nowhere. We went to Maine. I got to see the Portland Sea Dogs. I heard about this team 30 years ago from someone in college, a friend. What's in Maine? The Portland Sea Dogs. Finally got to see that. I ate lobster rolls. I got cut off from lobster rolls one night.
Okay.
Wu put her foot down. She said, "You're cut off." I'm like, it's 5:15 p.m. and I can't have a lobster roll. Got to maintain my.
That might have been a lot of That's a lot of lobster rolls there earlier on in the day, huh?
Yeah.
A special brunch.
Yeah. Some people they binge on beer, they binge on candy. Me, I binge on lobsters. It's just it's something about it. I could have it with.
How kingly of you! I feel.
Well, actually, if you talk to
bring on the lobster.
Yeah, if you talk to our history teacher extraordinaire, shorts guy, he would say they're sea bugs because back in the day, the Pilgrims, they had nothing to eat, and they had a bunch of lobsters laying around, and it was really a fourth-class meal back in the day. But once they got to seize the beauty of lobster.
Once they figured out the whole melted butter with it,
melted butter,
it kind of
mayonnaise,
changed. Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
It jumped up the ladder there, huh?
Yeah. Or turn it into a restaurant chain called Red Lobster, which, by the way, is out of bankruptcy. I'm so happy Red Lobster is out of bankruptcy, let me tell you. Yeah.
I didn't know you were such a fan of that establishment.
I am a big fan of Red Lobster. Oh, the biscuits.
Okay.
If anybody can relate, the cheesy biscuits, I'll tell you.
You know, you can buy those at the grocery store now.
It's not the same.
Oh, it's not the same?
It's not the same. Because in the restaurant,
I mean, it really is.
You just keep on piling it on.
Thing.
Yeah, it's like, can I get another basket of biscuits? Can I get another basket of biscuits? And then you're actually
I see what's not the same is eventually Mrs. Wu puts the hammer down and says no more biscuits. But at Red Lobster, they never cut you off from the biscuits.
Nope. And then I hide them. I used to take it, wrap it around napkins, put it down, wherever, in a bag somewhere near my chair.
Where were you sticking biscuits, my friend? I don't know.
Oh,
I got a little worried there.
I used to steal food. That was my thing. You take advantage of condiments, anything. But
condiments. That's some grand larceny right there, man. Those ketchup packets off the table.
Well, let me tell you, for years,
sticky fingers.
For years,
sticky.
I never paid for ketchup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wendy's was the good place to get them.
Living the dream, Sam Woo. Living the dream.
Yeah. Speaking of living the dream,
much like a lot of our fellow friends of the fandom of the New Jersey Devils here this week maybe they were dreaming, maybe they were half asleep.
Oh.
When apparently there was some panic that broke out that Luke Hughes wasn't on the roster. We got a panicked text message from one beer baron in our group chat, freaking out.
Well, I can explain that.
The simple answer is he's technically not signed right now. He's an RFA, which everybody knows because we've been talking about it endlessly for like the past 2 to 3 months, all summer long, basically, since Fitzgerald said that was his top priority, and it hasn't happened yet. We've been discussing it. I don't know. Apparently, there was a big freak out. But it's, he's technically not signed right now. He's an RFA.
I can explain the freak
Case closed.
out. I can
okay.
explain the freak out. It's probably the reason why our buddies are not here. They're teachers. It's the summertime. They've got so much time on their hands that they freak out over something stupid like that. And and you know they're going to back. Let me tell you, Scotty, they're going back to school, and they're not here. So
they are.
I can trash them. You know what's going to happen? This is their last weekend, so I was like, hey, 8:45 p.m. sign in, whatever. Oh, I got a concert. Oh, I'm down the shore, and it's like, okay, I'll let it slide. It's probably your last weekend before we start hearing, oh, I got to go back to school and deal with these kids after being off for 2.5 months.
What's up, everyone, by the way, on the YouTube chat over here. Dubs, yeah, exactly. It was the highest priority. But, yeah, just because he's not on the web, just go to Puckpedia, where they have all the official contract information and everything like that. It's the old Cap Friendly. It's the same thing. It's just a different site now.
Yeah,
I think Cap Friendly was like the Caps or something like that, right? Or some team was like affiliated with it.
No pun intended.
Whatever.
It was the Caps.
It was the Caps. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Go to Puckpedia. So that'll give you the full roster there, including the restricted free agents. Yeah. So just a little technicality there. You should know this. Little Google. I know our friend Beer Baron is Google inclined. So yeah. Case closed.
Well, Corbin's
I'll tell you what, though.
Go ahead.
What's that? Go ahead.
Well, Corbin's saying that they'll announce a Quinn trade following a Luke signing. It's funny you should say that because Nick Villano has been getting a lot of traction at pucksandpitchforks.com about Quinn Hughes possibly commanding $15 million a year. Or is at least
yeah, he's gonna be expensive, that's for sure. And good thing that we have that salary cap opening up and expanding in the next couple of years. So it should be all okie dokie for the time being. But eventually those contracts always run into things. But the problem is going to be not Quinn. It's going to be when Jack and Luke are both free agents and Nico Hischier comes up and Jesper Bratt comes up. Timo, you got a lot of guys, thinking about that, like Jack, Jesper, Nico, and probably Luke, for when the age he's going to sign here and the dollar amount in a few years from now is going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing because the salaries are going to they're going to climb so much again. And it's going to happen in a heartbeat. So the problem really isn't Quinn. It's going to be what do you do when, Jack and Luke and Nico and all those guys come up and they're like, hey, well, last time I was making like $7 million, about 14, about 12. There's going to be some hefty raises going around the board there for the Devils.
Yeah, I'm most worried about Nico. He signed that, was it a 7-year deal back in 2021?
I think so.
He's going to be hitting, like, he's in the middle of his prime. If he continues to improve and the Devils do well, he would be able to command at least $13 million a year.
You know what'll help him? If he starts doing what I think he'll do this year on a regular basis. I think he will either. Should I be? Can I be bold? Should I be bold? Can I be bold, Sam Woo? Should we be bold?
I said 2025 is our year. Now it's the second part of the 2025.
I was gonna I was gonna say start finishing top three like in those Selkie, finalists. I could be bold and say he wins one this year.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
look,
that would definitely help him out, and he's got the ability to do it. So we'll see with old Nico. But if he starts finishing in the top three there, yeah, he's gonna be commanding even more money.
and it is a comfortable stretch, but he can be a 40-goal scorer one day. He has the potential.
He could, yeah.
Like I said, it's a comfortable stretch. I have no doubt he can do it. I think it's more or less the being healthy with Nico Hischier. Durability.
Yeah, but $15 million for Quinn, that won't be anything to some of the things we'll have to deal with in a little bit down the road. So enjoy it while it lasts. All right, scoop up Quinn while it lasts, before someone's making $20 million a year or something. So,
well, I'll tell you how it could be done. It could be done. I'll give you some basic math here. Cap's going up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cap's going up. On top of that, if Quinn Hughes is going to command 50, let's just say he would get 15 million. Cap's going up, but you're going to have a couple contracts off the books around that time period, such as Dougie Hamilton at that point. So
if he's still on the team by then.
Yeah, so
if he's not moved prior, so.
And if they can get Luke Hughes to a cap-friendly deal extension, long-term extension, it is certainly possible, in my opinion, to fit all the brothers.
I'm just not selling the farm here, for some blockbuster trade with Vancouver or anything like that. I'll just wait my turn.
Just wait.
And if Quinn demands a trade, hey, that's on them, But, unless Fitzy's, I wouldn't be, giving away draft pick after draft pick and all that sort of stuff. Who knows which one at a Casey or Nemitz they would be asking for? Probably both. I've heard some absolutely just ludicrous, trade proposals, which are just no way going to fly because he's going to be a free agent,
Yeah.
Very, very soon. But either way, we did get some good news, Sam Woo, earlier this week that Jesper Bratt is recovering well and he'll be good to go for training camp. So we know about Kovacevic, going to miss. I can't remember how long it is, but it's a portion of time there at the beginning of the season. We don't have to worry about Jesper Bratt. Going to be ready and good to go. And with Kovacevic, it kind of brings up an interesting idea about who might be coming in for, a PTO. I'd have to look. But you would think the Devils probably have an eye maybe on a veteran D-man out there.
Ben Lovejoy?
Who maybe... Ben Lovejoy, the Reverend? Bring back the old Reverend?
Just jokes, folks. Just jokes.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if he signed somewhere, but, it could be someone like Brendan Smith. I don't know who's... I think... I'm trying to think of who is still out there. I'm gonna have to check the free agent list. I probably should have done this before the show, Sam Woo.
It's called preparation, Scotty.
I don't know exactly who's out there on the free agency list for defensemen, but you would think the Devils would probably have an eye on maybe a veteran D-man. Do you have that there on your own phone?
I think he's on the
Who's
Blue
that?
Jackets. Brendan Smith.
Oh, did he sign with the Blue Jackets?
I think so.
Steve Tartar says, no, Brendan Smith. Yeah, I think, Devil Heaven, by the way, and I did see you and I believe Dubs or someone, was it Selected? Someone was talking about the Ponderosa, which, Sammy was talking about Red Lobster before. And I just want to say Ponderosa, that was where it was at when I was a kid. You get to go to the Ponderosa, thinking specifically of the one in Long Beach Island, like after you got off the Garden State Parkway. And you would spend a day down at the beach, and then on the way back, stop at the old Ponderosa, buffet style Sam Woo.
That sounds good. I'll tell you another place that's really good. At this little speakeasy, coincidentally, named Sammy's. That's.
Oh, what do you know?
Surf and turf. Surf and turf.
Surf and turf. That's the way Sam Woo does it.
I hope to spend my birthday at Sammy's. I hope Mrs. Woo is listening in.
All right. Conveniently, you're just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Putting it in our ear.
But yeah, we should. I mean, that's something that's probably next for this team is looking at, who's out there going to be coming in as a PTO. And like I said, I probably should have done some other research on that.
Maybe that'll be for next week. Next week, we'll have our research done. Yeah, let's talk about it next week. We're on a roll right now.
No, I'm gonna find something here. I could have swore I saw something somewhere. But the Devils still, I know people were looking at a top 6 trade that didn't happen. I don't know, there's rumors coming out that they were talking to Seattle for McCann, right? Believe I saw that. So if Fitzy was out trying to wheel and deal, what's it gonna take me to put you in this Andre Palat vehicle over here, huh? What is it gonna take me?
Well, rumor has it that Palat jersey is in the cart right now. The Palat jersey, in hopes of. And Nick Filano and I talked about this on pucksandpitchforks.com's State of the Fan address. That he doesn't think Palat is going to get traded before the season starts. But I told him, look, I got the jersey, customize Palat in hopes that they'll get rid of the jersey, and they get rid of Palat. Because everybody knows when I spend an arm and a leg on getting any kind of jerseys, these players either get traded or their careers are over. Case in point, I got a Janikowski jersey, New York Mets. And then suddenly he's designated for assignment. Boo-hoo. Or years ago when I got a Victor Kozlov authentic CCM jersey with the fighting strap and all that stuff. He sucked. He got concussions. John Marino. We talk about John Marino. I've only worn this jersey once, and it wasn't even at a Devils game. I get this jersey in transit, being made, traded to Utah. You know where I wore this jersey? At the Four Nations tournament final. Because I was like, I'm going to wear this Marino jersey. Screw it. So, Palat jersey, it's in the cart right now. Shorts guy gave me a call saying, look, I can bang down the price. But I told Shorts guy it was a nice gesture. He tried to help a friend out to lower the price so it's not so painful. No pain, no gain. The more I spend, the more chances that Palat is out of here, along with that jersey. So are they going to wear the jersey only once next year?
They'll probably. Well, that's one too many times for me. What would you say about potential John Merrill as a PTO?
As a PTO, I would entertain it. I'm not a big fan of second tour of duty with the New Jersey Devils, with the exception of Claude Lemieux, which was very successful. Why not? I know there are a lot of Devils fans that hated John Merrill. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was like the precursor of Damon Severson. Like John Merrill, he was cocky when he was drafted by Lou Lamoriello. He was so cocky. And then when he was on the Devils, he really couldn't back it up. Definitely had talent there. Was put on the what's that? He got that whatever draft, the expansion draft. He was left on there for, I believe,
right.
Vegas to grab.
What about Yes, you're all right. I think TJ Brody is still no current contract. Yeah, I believe he's a UFA. He's 35 years old.
AJ Visco's asking, so when do you know when pull the trigger on checkout, Sam? Question mark on the plot jersey. It's when, when I buy these jerseys to be, eventually, I don't know. I'm putting down $5 a week so I can afford this jersey. But you can help us out now with Super Chats if you like.
What about Alec Martinez?
That's a good one. That is a good one. Is he signed?
No, he's a UFA. I'm like literally looking at the NHL site.
That would be a good one. He's a Ranger killer, too.
I mean, he's 38 years old. He's coming off of a $4 million one-year contract there. He is currently a UFA list, unless I missed something, but on the Puckpedia right here, they have him listed as a UFA.
Tom's saying we have 8 D-man signed, not including Casey. Yeah, but this is PTO.
Yeah, this is PTO. And what happens if someone else gets hurt during camp or something like that? You already have Kovacevic out for a little while. That's why, I'm thinking about D-men coming in for that PTO. I think that's where Fitzy would be looking. Like maybe a veteran that can just fill a hole for a little while. Like, are you 100% sure that Nemitz is who he was in the playoffs? Is that who is he going to be, like, on a consistent basis through a full season? We don't know that yet.
I wish I had a
So I think it's good to have a little.
Go ahead.
I think it's just good to have a little backup there. That's why, I don't know. That's why I would be thinking like maybe some D-men coming in. Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. Technology sometimes delay. Look, Martinez can easily make this team. He's a good player. Even at 38, Ranger killer. I have a lot of respect for him, what he can do. In terms of Nemitz, I wish I had some scouting report, some details of what he has been doing this summer. Because if he truly learned his lesson, as he said in his exit interview, that he understands now what it takes to be an NHL player. My beef with him was he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't listening to coaches. But towards the end there, he started to get results. Was that a false positive? We go into training camp and we'll find out. Was last year?
It's going to be.
Was the
Yeah,
injury
no, it's going to be
last
one of the
year?
big tests for this team.
Yeah, was last year the injury going into training camp derailed? Sidetracked Nemitz? Maybe, but you got to be confident after that. His performance in the playoffs when it was called upon to get the job done.
Yeah, and I'll just use. I know we don't like to, use the examples, the comparisons across different sports, but just in that sense, look at our beloved New York Mets and Mark Vientos. We were all ready to crown him the next third baseman for the next decade there, and let him go out to end. He's had a really rough second season. He had a great playoffs last year. He was super clutch, came through a lot. Him and Alonso. This year is a little rough for him. So I think it's the same thing with Nemitz. He's still a young kid and he's still developing. I think everyone should temper their expectations just a little bit. We remember what it was like growing with this team with so many young kids and all the mistakes that they would make. And sometimes we would be pulling our hair out being like, how can they blow that lead in the third period again? But they're going to learn eventually. But don't forget, just Casey and Nemitz, they got to go through some of those growing pains. And so really should Luke. Luke is still a really young kid as well.
Agreed.
So I don't know. We'll see what Fitzy comes up with. But it'll be real interesting to see who pops in there. You're going to have a couple of veterans, no matter what, just trying to prove themselves. And I don't know who else is out there. I was just searching through. I saw Max Pacioretty is still a UFA. I don't know if that I don't know. I'm looking at Gritzuk to make a real impression this year. Hopefully with Daninoff, that really helps him elevate his game here in North America. And he's another one too. We got to take our time with. Don't rush it and put too many expectations on him, but he might be something special there. Or what we don't want to see is, flashes of like Nikita Gusev. And you can see the raw talent there, but they just weren't able to put it together, at the NHL level.
Or Damian Brunner. Or
Damian Brunner.
Andres Salomonson.
Salomonson. Wow.
Eric Jelinas.
Oh, Eric
Dagenet. Pierre Dagenet. I thought he was going to be the next Wayne Gretzky. I don't know.
Who was the other one with the big shot? Eric Urbaum. I still remember that.
Urbaum.
With Doc. It's an Urbaumian shot from the point when he would just wind up and crank it. Oh man. Good times.
Jacob
the old Urbaum.
Josephson.
Who was the big Swiss kid? Seth Helgeson. Helgeson?
Yeah.
Was that Helgeson or was it Helgeson? I can't remember. Helgeson, right? Seth Helgeson?
Yeah, I'll just call him Helgeson.
Helgeson. Okay.
Nicholas Bergfors.
Yeah, Devil Heaven. That's we don't want Gritzuk to turn into another Gusev. So let's hope that him and Daninoff can really hit it off. Friendship level, but just having that person there that can, take someone through, and you figure Daninoff is a veteran now. He knows what's going on. Seems like he wants to help out and be a team leader like that. So he's really got a chance to make a big impact, not only on the ice, which I think he's going to. And I think some of us are underestimating how impactful he might be, especially in that bottom six. If he sticks on that third line, I think he's really gonna, potentially change things around because he's gonna put the puck in the net. But not only on the ice, but just off the ice as well, in the mentorship that he's gonna provide for Gritzuk. That's where it's at.
Yep.
Oh, Ted and B. Oh, there's another one. Man. Is Muhammad Doolin still with the Sharks?
I think so.
Or is he at the 8? Is he at the...
Did he get traded?
I know Hoytuk got traded. You know, Fabian Sutherland is up in Ottawa now. He re-signed. Good for him. Who else was it? I'm trying to...
Matthew Halashuk. That's another disappointment.
Matthew Halashuk. Oh, man. Who was the center with Tennessee? Jacob Josephson. That's what. Jacob Josephson. Oh, man. Good times. Great oldies. But we'll see who comes in for the PTOs. I mean, that's going to be the next big thing. I mean, whenever the hell Fitzy's going to get this Luke deal signed, I mean, it's starting to get a little interesting, you know? Because you figure if they're together on years and stuff like that, why hasn't it been announced yet? Maybe they're waiting on something. Who knows? But one way or another, you would think Fitzy's got to free up some money there.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I don't know what the buyout. When does the NHL buyout end? NHL buyout
Adrian Foster
window.
Remember that? The hit or miss.
What's that?
Adrian Foster, the hit or miss first round pick.
Adrian Foster. Wow. Really? Is it June 30th? Buyout versus claim. Oh, man.
You're way
There's
off.
So many. Any player who is at least 35 years old by the start of the league year, July 1st. Okay. And eligible to sign a new contract will sign a 35 plus. Right? Isn't that Palat? Isn't he 35 now?
I think he's in the 55-year-old community right now. You know.
Oh, okay.
55 plus. How old is Palat? That's a good question.
I think he's 35. Either that or he's about to turn 35.
No, he's 34. He'll turn 35 next year.
Next year. Okay. Well, then I guess he's not in that 35 rule, so Fitzy's got the time to strike. Is he just trying to work a deal before he gives in and does the buyout?
You want my honest opinion? My honest opinion is...
You sound like you want to give it, but you're not sure.
My honest opinion is it's all set in stone, and the Devils are going to release that right at training camp.
Oh, so they're just trolling everyone and just, like making everyone sweat?
That's what
they do? Okay.
They did that with Jack Hughes. Okay, he's out injured, blah, 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 and he comes back. Oh, I signed an 8-year deal, by the way. Yeah, I injured my shoulder in that freak accident, but somehow my signing hand, was working just perfectly.
Your signing hand was okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's ambidextrous, so he can do, either one. Doesn't matter.
Believe me, 8 million, 64 million.
I just made that up, by the way. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm actually ambidextrous. I can write with both hands.
You can?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little annoying because
which is your lead hand?
What does that mean?
Which one is when you go to most?
Probably my right, but
all right. So does your left hand write as bad as your right hand does?
It's about the same. It's about the same. On the chalkboard, I smear my entire hand because I write lefty on the chalkboard.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Only the great Sam Woo, I feel like.
Yeah. I have a theory behind why is that. But,
oh boy.
That's for another podcast.
Okay. Well, either way, PTOs aside and all that sort of nonsense, it's good that Jesper Bratt is back and healthy, and he's going to be there for training camp because that is Ari Ohanen. Oh man,
Peter Sidorkiewicz.
Because that is Peter Sidorkiewicz. Oh man,
Richard
so many.
Milstra. Oh.
Steven Santini. Wow. Oh man, Matt Carenti. Oh,
Mike Danton.
damn.
Or Mike Jefferson.
Mike
Take your
Danton.
pick.
Which one? Reed Boucher. Oh, old Reed Boucher. Ty Smith. I hear Ty's playing in the
Oh!
PHL this year, I think.
You know what? Maybe
I already signed.
we should have PTO. Can you cook Jack some steak?
Can you cook Jack steaks?
Jack and Luke steak. It'll be the three
Oh,
amigos
man.
living in that apartment.
Well, but Jesper being healthy is a great thing for this team. He is obviously a core piece. Devils fans are hungry for another top six. Well, let's make sure that our other top six are healthy and doing well first. So good to hear that from Jesper and that he'll be starting camp on time. I think everyone else is on track, by the way, except, Kovacevic is going to take a little bit longer. But I believe he is on track, but everyone else as well. So that's good news on the injury front. Starting off healthy in training camp is always a good thing. But team needs to be prepared because injuries happen all the time, even in training camp. So they really need to be careful with these PTOs. They got to find some more money. I don't know what Fitzy's going to do, but he's got to find some more money. I ain't going to sign the PTO. You don't even have enough money for Jack.
Maybe he should go maybe you should go to the Vladimir Malakoff scenario with Lou Lamoriello. Oh, you went on a ski trip? I'll make you disappear.
Can we defer your money till 10 years from now, please? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Fitzy's got to do something. Because, he's not going to sign it. He cannot sign any PTOs if he doesn't have much money for Luke.
Yeah, remember Dan McGillis, that defenseman, and Richard Matvichuk just burying their contracts?
Oh, Richard Matvichuk.
Can't we do that? Can we do that in today's NHL? Just bury them in the AHL?
Oh, man.
Just tell Joshua Harris, hey, we got some more expenses. We got some, dead weight in the AHL. With big contracts so we can free it up.
Oh. Man. Actually, Jay Snow, if you look at a lot of the guys that we brought in, your Connor Browns, your Danonoffs, Cody Glass as well.
Oh,
they actually
Cody Glass, by the way, having a baby.
Yeah, he had a baby girl, I think. I can't remember.
I think so.
I think so. Well, either way, congrats out to Cody. But a lot of those guys actually did perform very well 5-on-5. And that's how they're going to be a big boost for us. Is what I don't think Danonov actually had a power play goal last year. I got to look up his stats. But I remember reading that somewhere. Could have swore.
People are asking what's my favorite steak. I do like the tomahawk steak, but my favorite is prime rib. Prime rib. Especially the all-you-can-eat prime rib places. They're starting to get rare nowadays. As a kid, I would just eat prime rib all day long. All day long.
No, my bad. He had 5 power play goals, so 15 even strength goals for Danonov last year. 40 points on the season. That'll be a big improvement for this team. I'll have to look up Connor Brown. Go for it.
It really is the bottom 6 that was the issue.
Yeah.
Last season, if the defense can stay healthy down the stretch, goaltending was fine. It's a competitive team, folks. They can go deep in the playoffs if they're healthy. That's a big if.
So last year, Connor, he was the one who had 0 power play goals. 13 on the year, 30 points, 17 assists, 0 power play goals last year. So those are all. Ooh, wait, he had 1 shorthanded, so 12. What's that? 12 and 15 from Daninoff. That's 27 5-on-5 goals right there. That would have won you some close games. Now, I guess that's saying that whoever they're replacing had 0 goals, which that's not true. So we'll say that's maybe like, I feel like that'd be like plus 10 goals or so. Even that'll win you some close games right there.
I just hope the goaltending is going to be as superb as last season. They were pretty good.
I'm not as concerned. The thing I'm concerned about the goaltending, and I know we talked about it before, but what the hell is going to happen with Nico Dawes? Because he needs to be part of a trade if they're not going to keep him, because if he gets to waivers, somebody is going to claim him. And I think everybody knows that the Edmonton Oilers probably would if he fell that far. That would be a pretty far drop for him. I think other teams would take try to nab him up first. But if for some reason he would never make it all the way through. You know, the Oilers are sitting there and they say, "Ooh, goalie prospect for us in Edmonton? Let's give him a shot."
Anybody.
We swear, Connor. We swear. Look it. We're trying to find goaltending for you. Stay with us. Don't leave in your free agency to be.
Look what happened
Stay with
to
the
some of
oil
these.
crew.
Look what happened to some of these goaltenders we gave up on. Vitek Vanacek.
Mackenzie Blackwood.
Vitek Vanacek.
Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup champion. He's been doing great. Good for Vitek. Happy for him. But, very happy with Markey and Jake the Snake. But Nico Dawes we can't just let him go for free. If that's going to be the deal, and he's going to hit waivers, that's it. We're going to lose him for nothing. So that's something that I'm a little bit concerned with, because Nico Dawes doesn't seem like a lose for nothing type of player. He seems like someone who could be part of, some sort of deal, some sort of package. What teams aren't looking for, goaltenders like that? Except for the Devils. But yeah, I don't want to see that happen, because he's too good of a prospect, and he's had his flashes. It just looked like he needed to be that consistent. And again, we're talking about that with the kids growing up. They needed to find that consistency. And we saw, Nico Dawes was brilliant in the outdoor game at MetLife. He was on that 2-week streak there where he was just unbelievable. And he was so solid in that game. But he just never found that full-on consistency. You can see all the tools are there. Is he going to break through and be, one of those starting goaltenders? Or is he going to be more, what's a good example? Maybe more like a Scott Wedgwood. Starts here, there, mainly a backup. Solid one, though. Come in, steal you some wins. But long term, maybe get exposed. So I don't know. That's some pretty good potential there. So I think that Fitzy's really got to be looking into that sort of stuff as well. There's a lot on his plate right now. Seems like there's nothing going on, but there's actually a whole hell of a lot going on behind the scenes. Are they filming a reality show? They should. Following Fitzy. Coming soon to the Sam Woo streaming network.
They'll have Fitzy listening to our dumb podcast. Trading Palat out of here. He's
interesting.
Wait till he hits checkout first so we can make a little money and then we'll trade him.
These boys have some potential. I need to get him on my staff. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how it'll go. But that's a good name. We should do Following Fitzy. Take him through the follow Fitzy through the off season when he's trying to wheel and deal some of these trades. And then ask for his reaction when Devils fans freak out because Luke Hughes isn't on the active roster because he's an RFA.
Where's Luke Hughes? He's not even on the roster.
He's gone, guys. This is not even a prank. He's not there. That's literally what he texted us.
Is this for real? Luke Hughes isn't on here. Did he get traded?
I think something's in the work, guys. He's not out there. There's a big move pending. We should get ready to go live.
It's his shoulder.
Man.
It's his shoulder. I don't know if they can trust him. It's his shoulder.
All right. Let's move into our final thoughts for the evening and wrap it up on this fantastical Sunday afternoon. Damn, I really don't have too many, except, I was just thinking about this team being healthy. Reading about Jesper Bratt coming back. He's one tough cookie. But this team has definitely suffered from injuries for a couple seasons now, I feel like. And so the team health is going to be, it's crucial every year, obviously. Duh. Taken right from the pages of Duh. Good old Norm Macdonald joke right there. Duh magazine. But I just think it's really crucial this team not have, there are going to be little bumps and bruises, maybe miss a game or two here or there, but that's all we want to see. These long extended, trips to the, injured list. It's not what you want to see for this team. And, you get Jack Hughes for 80 games in a year. That's going to be a big difference in the goal differential as well. Instead of just, 55 or 60. So I'm looking forward, training camp's going to be starting soon, but just the actual physical health of this team and how well they do managing that over the course of a season. Look at that. Put Samu right to sleep with my final thought as he replies with a yawn. Very, very good for the TV perspective.
Boring.
TV perspective over here. What does your co-host do? He yawns. I can't imagine why the audience falls asleep all the time.
Like the neutral zone trap back in the day, we used to fall asleep. When we had Peter Zezel on the team.
Peter Zezel. Wow. How about Eric Rasmussen?
Forgot that name.
There's a lot out there.
Brad Bombardier.
Wow. Whew.
Willie Mitchell.
Mike Motto. Willie Mitchell. Mike Commodore.
Wow.
Was it Sheldon Brookbank, right? Brent was in Carolina, right?
Yeah. Sheldon Brookbank.
Right? Yep.
Remember when
Or
they
no,
had,
oh yeah, well Brookbank. I was actually thinking Sheldon Surrey actually, who started out with the Devils, but Brookbank as well.
remember that defense they had, the color defense? They had green, Sean Brown. Remember Sean Brown? And Colin White?
Oh, that's right, from Boston, right? Then
Yeah.
he came down from Boston, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I do remember that. Yeah, wow.
Or Sean O'Donnell
It's
and Bob Corkum. Remember them?
oh Sean. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Sean O'Donnell. He was on the team for like a couple years though.
Yeah.
That wasn't just a one and done, right? Wasn't O'Donnell here for like?
I think it was.
It wasn't a long time. It was like, was it just a year? I thought he was here for like 2 years. Wow.
Bob Corkum.
Lyle Odeline. Love old Lyle.
Oh,
He was on the team for a while, but
yeah.
that's not a one and done right there.
Dougie Gilmore, Dave Anderchuk. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
As we're going through.
Is this your final thought?
Oh, my final thought is, look, there's a lot of crazy people out on the internet, and don't overthink it like Beer Baron. Like getting that text that Luke is gone. I mean, Scotty and I did not panic. We're like, what's wrong with you?
I could just see the smoke coming out of his ears right now as he's listening.
But to his credit, Beer Baron figured it out on his own. We didn't have to say anything. He figured it out on his own. Oh, he's an RFA right now. He's not on the roster on this one website. Anyway, just take everything with a grain of salt. The season's coming soon. You got prospect tournament. You got training camp. And the Let's Go Devils podcast will be back in business very soon. With the podcast a day, we'll make the doctor go away. I don't know. That's my final thoughts.
All righty. Wrap it up, Sam Woo. There it is. I hear the music.
Well, Scotty, it was enjoyable.
Drink yourself some Man Crew Brew.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable evening. Talking a little Devils hockey. Talking about lobsters. If anybody wants to take me out to a lobster dinner somewhere in New Jersey, hit me up. Let me know. I'd be game for that. All right. Getting out of here. Dropping the podcast at midnight. Till next time, let's go Devils.